for the Dan Wesson Specialist. Hey guys, Beretta 9mm USA here, and this is going to be a review of the Dan Wesson Specialist 1911. This is Dan Wesson's highest end 45 ACP pistol they make.
That we own.
They also offer this model in 9mm and in the Commander size.
These versions of the Specialist you'll see in this video are the full-size, government-size 1911 offerings by Dan Wesson and 45 ACP. We've shot between these two 1911s about 900 rounds downrange, and they were just fantastic, as you'll see in the video. Sort of jerked a couple rounds with it. That mag didn't want to fall free.
So some folks do consider the Dan Wessons kind of a semi-custom 1911 because most of the parts are hand-fitted. Whether you consider them a semi-custom or a very top-of-the-line production 1911 is up to you. It doesn't really matter to me. I just know what I like when I shoot it, how it feels in my hand, and what the quality of the parts are that goes into this handgun. Everything on this thing is forged. Everything on this thing is pretty much hand-fitted from the folks at Dan Wesson, and you can tell in the finished product, it's a very nice 1911.
So guys, this Specialist in this box is a blim model that features Dan Wesson's Duty Black finish. You guys won't believe what the blim is. We'll show you the blim sheet in a second. And because of this blim on this pistol, it was $1,500 instead of $1,800, which is what it goes for at our local FFL. So this gun will come with two magazines. It'll come with two Dan Wesson magazines. We just shoved this Tripp research in here, but it'll come with two of these Dan Wesson 45 ACP 8-round magazines. Very nice bump pad on the bottom there. Very high quality magazines. We never had any problems with these magazines that come with these pistols. So here's the sheet. Go ahead and open that and show them what it is.
This is a breakdown of Dan Wesson basically explaining to you where the blim is. Let me see if I can look through the camera. So they say the blim is right there on the frame. So you can see this is the pick rail that comes back to the back. So they're circling that part right there. And what it says here is, oh, you can see it right there. Overworked and washed out edges is what they wrote. And they're talking about that spot right there.
At the end of the Picatinny rail, so I don't think it's going to affect the Picatinny rail and mounting accessories on it at all. Well, which is fantastic.
Let me show it to you guys. Okay, see the flat spot right there? So little flat spots right there.
So go ahead and show your other Dan Wesson Specialist, which is not a blim model.
Well, you can see it.
So there's a little mark right there that marks it as a blim model. Pretty simple. So that's how you can tell that it's a blim model from Dan Wesson. So because of that blim on the black version here, it was $300 less than it normally would be. So normally the black version of keys would go for $1,800. So because of the blim, it was the same price as the stainless version over there. $1,500, which is a fantastic deal.
So yeah, the black duty finish typically goes for a little over $1,800, and the stainless one goes for just a touch over $1,500. Basically, the pistols were the same price. Now keep in mind, you guys, that the black duty finish specialist started life as a stainless specialist.
Yeah.
Before all the duty coating and everything was put on the gun. I'm not so sure I knew that a year ago. We've learned a lot as we've become owners and whatnot, but so this gun started as this gun and then was sent out for all the special treatments and coatings that were put on it.
And it is a very, very high quality finish.
Yeah, they say it's just about rust proof and scratch proof and everything else. I mean, we've been shooting it for a couple of months now, and we haven't been using it for any holsters or any holster wear or anything like that. But as far as handling it, racking the action, just using it as many times as we possibly can, dry firing it and everything else, the finish is perfect. So we don't see any wear indicators at all at this point. So guys, just a quick shout out to Key Sporting Goods, our favorite local gun shop. They are a big carrier of Dan Wesson products, and I did purchase both of these from Key Sporting Goods in Gresham, Oregon. This one a little over a year ago.
Yeah.
And this one about 3 months ago?
4 months ago.
4 months ago. So both of them came from there. We've had, I don't know, 30, 40 purchases from that gun store, and they've always been really, really good to us and very respectful. We appreciate going there. So please do support your local gun shop if you have a favorite one. That's great. If you live somewhere close to Oregon and you want to check out Key Sporting Goods, I highly suggest you do so.
And if you guys are interested in purchasing a Dan Wesson 1911 model from them, you can, as they do stock them normally, and you can just give them a call and let them know that you're interested, and most likely they can help you and have whatever gun you are interested in shipped out to your FFL. Their information will be in the description box below this video.
Every time I go there, they seem to have a couple of Valors in stock and a couple of specialists, and they also had a Discretion in 9mm just recently, and that's a full-size 1911 with all kinds of options on it. So guys, keep in mind that the Dan Wesson 1911s are all forged steel. There are no MIM or cast parts in here. It does come with a 1913 pick rail, so if you want to put a light or a laser or something like that on the specialist, you can do so. We weighed these 1911s with the magazine in, and with the magazine in, it came out at 42.3 ounces. In my experience, a normal weight of a full-size 1911 is right around 42 ounces. So it's right in line with its normal weight. You just get all these extra features with the gun for this kind of a great price. So if you're looking at a 1911 for any reason whatsoever, you should definitely at least check out the Dan Wesson to see if it works for you. So the Dan Wesson comes with a very tight frame to slide fit. These 1911s are precisely machined and hand fitted at the factory. So there's no wobble to the slide, there's no movement in the barrel. You know, everything's hand fitted together by the guys at Dan Wesson to give you just a top of the line 1911. Even the triggers, you know, they're all hand fit and put together almost like a very top of the line custom type 1911. It features a one-piece 25 lines per inch checkered mainspring housing magwell, and the front strap checkering is also 25 lines per inch. Very nicely done, very nicely finished. There's no overruns or anything like that. So, just really well done.
The Dan Wesson Specialist has beautiful serrations on the top of the slide to reduce glare. It's very well done. Check that out, you guys. Just beautiful. All right, you guys, here are the Mechar 11-round magazines again. We're going to test them now in the Dan Wesson Specialist. This gun is so high quality for the money. It's just amazing. %. Now let's try the black one, the blued one. Okay.
Wow.
The Dan Wesson Specialist has an extended magazine release. So unlike a traditional 1911, it sticks out a little bit more, as you can see right there, which enables you to get to the magazine release a little bit easier. Of course, there's no mag in the gun when I try to go for it, but it works very well.
So the undercut under the trigger area here helps you get a nice high grip on the 1911.
Helps you really dig deep into the extended beaver tail there.
You're way up here on this thing. Total control from this point. Also, the Specialist has a recessed slide stop on the opposite side, so you can't push that out with your finger if you rest a finger or whatever over here.
So that really helps if you're a lefty because your thumb is not pressing down on the slide stop.
That, and if you're a righty, if you keep a straight trigger finger when you're not using the pistol,
It wouldn't be in the way.
you know, it's not going to be pressing on that right there. So that's kind of good too, because it's flush.
The Specialist has G10 Operator 2 VZ grips. These are some very, very high quality VZ grips right here. Fantastic check ring and traction right here on the grips. It just feels fantastic, and it really bites into your hand when you're holding the pistol on top of the serrations in the front and back.
And then it also has the high knee straight 8s for night sights. It's a green tritium front sight insert and an amber rear sight insert on these high knee straight 8s. They're really effective in the field. They've been really good sights. All right, guys, this is the Chip McCormick 10-round 1911 magazine. We're trying some different magazines with the new Dan Wesson here. Runs like a top. Okay, the Wilson Combat Mag. It's awesome. Terrific pistol, man. Both of these Specialists have a wonderful Ambi Safety on them. Nice and wide and easy to use for right-handed shooters over here and left-handed shooters on this side.
It's very tight and positive.
Let's see if you can hear this. There ain't no missing it. So you go up, you get your shooter's grip, reach up, thumb that thing down. If you're shooting a 1911, guys, I see this on YouTube a lot and I kind of cringe when I see it. If you've got that high grip on there, reach up, take that safety off, and leave your thumb like that. It's not going to get hit by the slide as it's going back and forth. And what that does is prevent you from, if you're down here and you're dealing with recoil, you accidentally activate it. This one would be really tough to accidentally activate because it's such a great safety and it makes a lot of noise. But if you did accidentally activate it, then all the fun stops and people are like, my gun's broke. No, sweep it off right there. Yeah.
6 hour 45 ACP 230 grain.
Hold one. Sights are fast. The Dan Wesson Specialist 1911 comes with about a 4-pound trigger pull. These are on solid triggers on the Specialist, so they're not skeletonized at all like most 1911s you see these days. So it does give it a little bit of a different look.
We personally think it looks better.
Yeah, we both like the solid triggers on these things. So both of the triggers on these Specialists are awesome. Here's the stainless one. Got a little bit of take up right there. And then it firms up. No creep.
Yeah.
It just breaks.
Go ahead and reset it. Check the reset on it.
One more time. Take up and it firms. For a reset. Here we are.
Extremely positive, unlike that Smith & Wesson Performance Center, huh?
It's immediate. It pushes out and it pushes out just a little bit. It's just amazing. It's a great trigger, guys.
Dan Wesson magazine. It is so tight. As we mentioned before, you guys, these 1911s come with two very high quality 8-round Dan Wesson made 1911 magazines.
To be honest with you, when we bought the first Specialist over a year ago, both young Beretta and I were like, well, we're going to have to go out and buy a bunch of Wilson mags for this thing. I mean, I already owned a couple Wilson mags, but not very many. And the quality of these Dan Wesson magazines has been excellent.
Yep. These are, in our eyes, actually a standard setter along with the Tripp Research and Metgar 1911 magazines. We think they're that good.
We've been using a lot of the Metgar magazines in the testing of the 1911s. They were kind enough to send us a bunch of magazines. So this is a Dan Wesson magazine. It shoots fantastic. It is a nice 1911. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed this review, and if you're interested in this Dan Wesson Specialist or anything else available from Dan Wesson, go ahead and check out their products and website via the links in the description box below this video review. As always, everyone, thanks for watching the video. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel here on YouTube, Beretta 9mm USA, for more guns and gear videos coming up in the future.